but I heard you talk a lot about like really wanting to get connected to a doctor and get some care, and he can help do that. So he can help set you up with like a cardiologist, a primary care, kind of get you your first appointments, stuff like that. And you can just, because you've had contact with me, you can work with him and you don't need to be in contact with us.
What is this now?
His name is Will, and this is his phone number right here, this cell phone number. Do you have a cell phone?
You're on
Oh, okay. Well, like minutes. Are you able to call?
it. Yes.
Yeah.
I have unlimited.
Okay.
And frankly, this is no use to me.
No, I mean, do you want some ongoing medical care? It sounds like that's a really important thing for you.
Oh, that's associated with the sheriff's office.
He's an employee, but he's not a deputy. He's just a guy in blue jeans that works with us.
I've reported the sheriffs and the police to the FBI for mishandling this case that I'm on already. Part of that's the reason I'm here, so I'm not going to deal with any of that.
I'll tell you too that because we're like a clinical team, we do not communicate with deputies. They don't access our records, they don't have access to it, and we don't communicate what's happened in like ongoing care with them. So they have no crossover with us, except for
no disparagement to you, but I'm well trained as a psychologist.
Okay.
And I've started studying young when I was 16 in drug treatment in 1976. Wow. I'm 66.
Wow.
I'm a Buddhist monk also.
So do some Buddhist practice.
I became a monk in 2019. I'm a student of Tenzin Gyatso. That's the Dalai Lama.
Yeah, that's cool.
My title is Awakened Bodhisattva Spiritual Master. That's why these people are slandering me, attacking me so hard.
Yeah.
Now, no disparagement on you, but I'm well aware that over 50% of all psychologists are fraud, and I've exposed quite a few of them. So I've never met one that really understood psychology to the point that I've brought myself to understand. I consider that I have the equivalent of about 7 doctorates, and one of them would definitely be psychology.
Well, I'm not a psychologist.
So
I'm a social
either
worker.
way, well, the last social worker I dealt with stole my food stamps.
Oh, I would not
I
do that
reported
to you.
them to the FBI and the police to the FBI, the same officer who was there today, a year ago, for falsifying the report. And the therapist tried to abuse me and gaslight me because they wouldn't address the fact that the food stamps got stolen because of my social worker. And they were working with a gang of traffickers, which I've exposed, which is what this incident today, one of many that I've called, I think the 911 at least 30 times over 3 years, probably 40 or 50.
Yeah.
Here, in Michigan, 100 times. One of the guys faces 60 years that I called out. I've been a criminal profiler for 20 years. For me to go to anyone who says they're a therapist, it would kind of be like a college teacher going to a kindergartner to ask for help.
Well, we don't provide ongoing like therapy. We're just
Well, I mean, in any way, for me to ask them advice, it's more appropriate for a psychologist to come and ask me for advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about, do you have access to food? Like, can you go get to the food bank carrying and sharing and stuff like that?
Well, one of the things I would like is my bag, because it has all of my $800 of food stamps in it.
It had some, do you know why they took
it has the cannabis.
Well,
but-
the knives. There's some knives.
Well, there's 2 knives, and I was wearing them, and I put them in there, and I told them they're in there. But they haven't given me, I have plenty of money to take care of myself. I have, right now, I think 900 in food stamps. Tomorrow I get $200.
Good.
I've got 900 in my bank account. I've got a place to sleep, although I'm homeless. I'm fine. I know how to take care of myself. That's why I haven't had to come to a hospital in 7 years. It's just this daily shit of being in Salida with a bunch of gangsters. Would take a toll on anybody. In fact, the reality is I've never met anyone who's lived through half of what I have because they're all dead. And some of them were my friends.
Sorry to hear that.
Well, I'm 66. It's not surprising.
Yeah, but it's like traumatic to have to go through that over and over.
You don't know what
again.
trauma is if you think that's traumatic.
Yeah.
Literally.
I think it's hard to experience loss over and over and over.
The
again.
things that I've been through, when I walk into Pueblo and the gangs and shit, which I do, and they're targeting me. Some of them are paid to hit me because the same guys here works with these gangs. I saved lives there. When I became homeless, I saved 12 lives in the first 3 years homeless. 3 of them actually thanked me too.
When was that? When did you?
And none of them were overdoses.
Oh,
Well, I've been homeless 6 years, 3 years since I got here, 3 years before that. Because I was targeted, robbed, I pulled a shotgun on the guy, and they charged me. He shot somebody else, he's still in jail, and I beat the charges.
Would you like housing again, or do you kind of like being out there?
Well, the housing people worked with this guy. And they took me off the housing list because Jimmy Sellars of the PFCA told them to.
Is that?
And that's why I don't go back to the housing. In fact, I took a photo today of someone who I believe was stalking me for them, who I photographed also in Arizona.
Was that here in Colorado or in Arizona that you lost housing?
Here in Salida.
Oh, in Salida.
Because Jimmy Sellars.
I don't know him.
Well, he runs the PFCA. He's associated on all the websites, but he's unofficial. But they share information with the health department and stuff. They were all colluding together. They set me up. I exposed him for being a pedophile. He runs the safe houses here.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm being attacked. He has a lot to lose.
Yeah.
He's associated with the mayor, chief of police.
I feel like this next.
They call him the gay mayor of Salida.
Yeah, I don't know.
His husband works at the library, around kids, no less.
I know.
And they tried to indoctrinate me into a cult, and I found out that the cult practices human sacrifice and is a sex cult. He's the guy that runs Pride in Salida. He's associated with P. Diddy.
I do know that.
He's associated with P. Diddy, so he used the same tactics on kids here in Salida as P. Diddy was using on kids in Hollywood.
Yeah. Yeah, I did hear about that.
And they work through a network called the 764 Network. They target children for suicide and hitmen and stuff like that. There's a huge bulletin out on them. I've been informing the police of them since last week, and that these people work with that network, and they refuse to Google it.
You seem like you really care about kids.
Well, I'm a Buddhist monk. I sacrificed my whole life to help people.
Yeah.
They're trying to put me in jail.
Yeah. Who?
If I wasn't so friendly with those cops, I'd argue with them. And so smart.
Yeah.
Because the psychological abuse isn't easy to deal with.
Yeah.
Have you read about gang stalking and CIA gang stalking techniques?
Like a little bit, but not probably as much as you.
Well, that's what they're using right down at the Salida Skate Park and downtown, and in Pride, and at the Apple Church. The Apple Church isn't a church. It's a promotional agency that makes money. Jimmy Sellars is part of
A
that.
church you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've never been there, but I know about it.
Yeah, it's like a venue.
I'm a minister. I'm a licensed minister.
Yeah.
Look, man.
Have you ever? What kind of Buddhist are? I like the Zen. I like the sits.